Morning friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a little break from the Garden Girl series, mainly because it's extremely cold outside. It even started snowing/raining. So right now we're taking a little pause from that project and focusing on the plants inside. So today we're going to be doing an update on some of the seedlings, up-potting a few of my seedlings, as well as fertilizing. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to do the update first. Overall, it seems like it's going all right. My onions, I gave them a trim maybe 4 or 5 times, so they're a lot shorter. I'm trying to make sure that they're focusing on root development, but they keep flopping over. So like I have been trying to harden them off piece by piece, and there's days that I put them out, and every time I put them out, they flop over, which is why I give them a trim back. And once I trim them back, push them into the dirt a little bit, or into the soil a little bit, it pops back up and they're good. So I'm going to try to do a slower process of hardening them off. I'm assuming you know what that means. If not, let me know in the comments below and I will explain to you what hardening off is. Overall, the onions are looking good. Only problem is with the pot. So I up-potted them and I used like a core, peat core, whatever you call it. And it is harnessing like mold, white mold, like crazy. I mean, like the outside of it is disgusting. I did some research. I know that it's not affecting the inside, but the outside, I have my oscillating fan on all day. I turn it off at night, but all day I have it on while the grow lights are on. But I don't understand why. But I was told if you just, with that material, it's common. So brush it off or wipe it off or whatever. I don't feel comfortable, so I'm gonna get plastic pots and transfer over my seedlings and throw out those pots. I can't deal with that. That is a part of my to-do list, but that just depends on if I'm able to get them out into the garden faster than buying new pots. So I am gonna put them back out. I'm gonna put a shade cloth over them and see if that will help with their hardening off process. Next thing is my snapdragons. I think I started my snapdragons a little too early. They're extremely tall. I did cut them back in order for them to be able to have stronger stems and sprout, like have 2 heads instead of 1. So they look good, they look strong, but I do think that they want to be outside. I've been hardening them off. The only issue is that our temperature at night still goes below 0 degrees Celsius. So I think that's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it goes around that temperature every night. So I'm wondering, I don't know what the temperature is for them to flourish. I know that they are a cool season. They thrive in cooler season because I put them out to harden off. Every time I put them out, they look happy. So I think I might do like a mini greenhouse in one of my garden beds and put them out and see how they do. Or maybe put some of them out because I have so many. So we'll see. But I definitely know for next year to start them later. I did do 2 different rounds. Remember, I told you guys previously that I was going to do a little experiment with a few of my things, with my broccoli and with my snapdragons. I started some early based on what I've seen on YouTube, and then I also started some a little later based on the app that I use for my planning, which is called Seed Time. And the snapdragons that I started later on, they are still tall, but they do look like they're at a better state for being inside still. I don't need to rush to put them outside, which is actually beneficial. So Seed Time won in this case so far. We'll see what happens when I put them out in the blooming. I'll do an update for that. My broccoli, I have broccoli that I put outside earlier. It's been maybe a week or 2 since they've been outside. And these are the ones that I started early compared to the Seed Time application or Seed Time app. One of my granny. And they definitely got some frost bite. Like some of the external leaves have died back. I was using a cloche to keep them warm in the cold days. And then at night, I'd put a frost cloth on top of the cloche even, and to keep them warm. And it still was a little too cold for them, but we are warming up and they still are thriving. Out of the 5 that I put outside, 1 of them have died, but it's okay. I lost 1, but I also started a few. I think I have 2 or 3 more inside the house that I can use to replace. So that's good. My cauliflower bounced back as well. In the beginning, we were talking about the cauliflower that I started looking very leggy and it's not good. Right now they're outside hardening off and they're looking good. They have bounced back. We'll see how they do. Next are my peppers. I started too early. They're huge. They already started to, they also try to produce fruit. I picked those off and I also cut off the top. I topped it in order for me to make it stronger and also to elongate the amount of time that's in here. I have two different kinds. I have the jalapeno, which is why I started earlier, and then I have the bell peppers, which I started later. The bell peppers look like they're almost the same size as the jalapeno, and they're both pretty big. So I'm very surprised about that because I know that peppers normally take a lot longer to develop, but it seems like they're thriving in the house. I really want to get them outside. Separate, I just started my tomatoes. In previous seasons, I started tomatoes earlier and they took over. They grew so fast. They did sprout, so I have, I believe, 6 of them now. They look good. They still haven't gotten their true leaves, but they look really good. I am happy with what I have with the 6 because I only need 6. I'm a little worried. I'm thinking maybe I should seed 2 or 3 more just in case I lose some. So I might do that actually today. As for my flowers, I started nasturtiums. They germinated. They look good. I started them the same time I started my peppers, so I think that's a good amount of time. My zinnias, only 3 survived, and they're huge. They need to go outside, but again, it's too early, so I started them too early. With my marigolds, I started 2 different kinds. Started earlier, and then I started it based off of my Seed Time app, and the ones that I started earlier are way too big. They have been trying to flower for a very long time, which is not good. And the ones that I started later on, they're looking good as well. I just up-potted them. Or actually, I'm up-potting them in this video. So, but they look good. Yeah, so I up-potted them in this video. So that's good. I have basil. So I have 2 basils that germinated. I think I want to seed 2 more. 2 is all we need, really. But the issue is I'm afraid that something could happen. I just want to have extras for just in case. And if, everything works out and I have those extras, I can gift those extras to my friends and family. I started lettuce. So I did a spring mix and iceberg lettuce. Iceberg, 2 of them have sprouted or have germinated, and I believe 3 of the spring mix have germinated, but the spring mix looks very leggy. Same thing with some of the iceberg lettuce. They look leggy. So I think I'm going to try to up-pot them and see if that will help. And then also I have my pak choy. I started pak choy and they are leggy AF. Like they're tilting over. They do not look good at all. I'm not sure if I should start another batch, another round and try to see if that would do, or if I should up-pot it and try to just bury it deeper. I'm still debating on what to do there. But I know I shouldn't wait too long because it's just not good that it's just sitting there at a leggy stage. And then lastly, I have my English daisies. My English daisies, I up-potted them a while ago. They look okay. Overall, they bounce back really easily. So we'll see. I have English daisies in my zone are perennials. So I'm really trying to focus on growing growing perennial flowers from seed. One, it's way less expensive to start from seed than it is to buy them from a store. And then they come back every year. So I'm going to be putting my English daisies in my landscaping in the front of the house later on. Anywho, let's get started on fertilizing. I'm going to change my clothes and then we'll get started on fertilizing. Oh, there's two in. Oh no. Let's do the easy one. Okay, so right now, you guys, I'm struggling. Or this soil, I used it before for my pothos, and I gave it to my daughter to like it was for her to water and kind of learn responsibility. Yeah, that did not work out. But now the soil is like rock solid. Rock solid. So I'm trying to break it up a little bit. I'm going to probably put some perlite in this as well. In addition to a little bit of new soil, I'm going to mix the new soil in with the oil soil and plant my eucalyptus in this. Just because, I don't know, I'm going to keep this eucalyptus inside the house, probably just by a window or something. And I just want it to be in a pretty pot. Very much a struggle.